You don't have to beg. You don't have to plead. Next time when you face an interview, remember these points that I have given through the video. Remember, you are supposed to manage your nervousness, anxiety, and yourself before you give the answers. Even if you are experienced, even if you are the best candidate, you are here to prove that you are the best fit for that job profile and not to show off, not to convince people by begging and pleading for the job. Even if you have the right attitude with years of experience, you cannot get away from anxiety, nervousness, and some underconfidence. Because some people will make you feel that you are nothing or your experience doesn't matter here in this company. But walking with the right attitude, approaching it with the right attitude, managing your nervousness, and giving your best shot is something that people lack today. And it doesn't come only through communication skills. You can just watch this video and get the most of it. I'm not going to be there on the screen, but just watch carefully. I've prepared it for you. Have you ever walked into an interview room feeling like a petitioner entering a royal court? You sit on the edge of your chair, your smile is glued on, and every fiber of your being is whispering, "Please choose me, please like me, I need this job." We've all been there, but here is the hard truth that nobody tells you. Desperation has a scent, and it evaporates your authority. When you plead for a job, whether through your micro expressions, your tone, or your over eager posture, you're subtly telling the interviewer that they are doing a massive favor by just listening to you. Today, we are changing the script. We're going to talk about how to be beautifully polite, deeply respectful, and absolutely firm in your value without ever slipping into submission. By the end of this video, you will see what it truly is. That is a collaborative evaluation. Now remember, they aren't just testing you. You are also testing whether their culture, their leadership, and their vision deserve your talent and time. Let's break down exactly how to shift your psychology, your language, and your delivery to master this balance. The first part, the psychology of pleading versus partnership. Why do we plead? Have you ever thought about that? It stems from a psychological imbalance. We view the interviewer as the gatekeeper to our survival or success, which triggers our people pleasing defense mechanisms. We answer questions too fast, we nod excessively, and we say yes
Yes.
to things before even processing them. But think about it from the hiring manager's perspective. They aren't looking for a servant, they are looking for a solutions provider. They have a problem or a gap in their team that is costing them time, money, or peace of mind. They want an expert to step in and fix it. If you walk in like a beggar, they wonder if you actually have the strength to handle the role. To fix this, you need a specific state of mind. In psychology and philosophy, there is a beautiful concept called equipoise. Okay, so the meaning is a state of perfect balance. Now, maintaining your equipoise during an interview means you don't tilt. You don't tilt upward into arrogance, thinking you are too good for the room, and you don't tilt downward into submissiveness, treating them like superiors. You remain perfectly centered. You recognize that your skills have market value and their company has institutional value. You are two adults having a business conversation. When you maintain your equipoise, your voice steadies, your heart rate drops, and you stop rushing to fill the silence. Silence becomes a tool of confidence, not a vacuum of anxiety. The second point, the language of polite power. I know sometimes we try to be really submissive. So let's take an example. If an interviewer asks about a gap in your resume or a skill you're still developing, a submissive response sounds like this. Oh, yes, I know. I don't have much experience with that software, but I promise I'm a real fast learner and I'll work extra weekends to catch up. If you just give me a chance. Hear that? It's pleading, it's asking for charity. Now, let's try reframing that with politeness and power. An affirmative, confident response sounds like this: I see that software is central to your workflow, while my primary expertise lies in data science and analytics. Given my track record of adopting new systems, I can learn and update as per the requirements of this department. Notice the difference? You didn't apologize for existing or for not knowing a software. You didn't beg for a chance. You offered a logical, data backed assessment of how you solved the problem. When you speak this way, you pull the interviewer out of the judge's chair. You invite them to meet them on a level playing field. So, what is the meaning of on a level playing field? We are going to look at this towards the end of the video. It means to strike a balance in the sense nobody is superior. You have equal objectives or same objectives. The next point: when you meet an interviewer on a level playing field, the dynamic completely changes. You are no longer looking up at them, hoping for a handout. You are looking directly at them, assessing a mutual fit. You respect their time and their position, but you also respect your own journey and your own expertise. So, the next point is pivot your questions. At the end of the interview, when they ask, do you have any questions for us? The submissive candidate says, or even asks, let's put it that way, how did I do? Or when will I hear back? Both of which put all the power back in their hands. The affirmative candidate asks strategic cultural questions. You can try something like this: what does success look like in the first 30 days for the person in this role? Or do you have many collaborative opportunities? If yes, would you give a briefing on that? Remember, this is a collaborative evaluation. You need to know if their environment will allow you to thrive, you to grow, you to prosper. It shouldn't be a bridge where you give everything and they take the maximum out of it. The last one: own your boundaries. This is what people forget about. I know many people who are emotionally attached to the companies and institutions they work with. If they ask about salary expectations, oh, that is why you're here, don't say, oh, whatever you think is fair, I'm just happy to be considered. That is a financial disaster. Instead, say, based on my market research for this role and the specific value I bring in terms of skill or experience, I am looking for a range of da 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 X to Y. You can give the range. However, I view compensation holistically. So I'd love to understand the full benefits package as we move forward. Now. If you're not very comfortable framing it this way, you can just say that you are sure of your skills, but I would like to go for the range, the compensation range. Consider the compensation range holistically, and then you could decide on a package that fits my role the best. Okay, the last part, that is the wrap up and encouragement. An interview is not a test of your human worth. Remember that. It is a business meeting to see if two independent entities, you and the company, can form a mutually beneficial alliance. So, suppose you lose, suppose you're not selected, you need not question your human worth or all that you have been through. Go into that room with your professional equipoise fully intact. Walk in knowing that you are there to meet them on a level playing field. Treat the entire conversation not as an interrogation but as a collaborative evaluation. They're not questioning you. They're not checking if you are worth all that you have done. Okay? The universities and colleges and schools have already done that. When you stop begging for a seat at the table, you realize you carry your own table with you wherever you go. Now, if this video helped shift your perspective, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below with the phrase collaborative evaluation. So I know you made it to the end, and share this with a friend who's currently hunting for their next big break or hunting for a new job opportunity. Yes, definitely you've got the skills. Now go show them your power. Let's just recap. These are some of the words we learned during the video. You can go back and refer to those contexts. You would have heard of these words, but still, it can be used as a good approach to interviews, skills, and even understanding your job profile. Many people may not know this initially. Of course, you will learn it with experience. But remember, you don't have to be tied emotionally to any institution or company. It's more about teamwork and the way you adhere to the company's policies, institutions' rules, ethics, discipline. You are also there to thrive, to build your career. Always remember that. Let's look at the new terms used in the video. The first word is equipoise. And you know the meaning? The meaning is a state of balance of forces, emotions, and interests. It's always good to look at a sentence so that you can use it in your speech. She constantly struggled to find equipoise between her demanding professional career and her personal life. This is something that we all aim for, a striking balance between your professional and personal life. And yes, this is considered to be a skill, a striking balance. The second one is an idiom, and you would have gone through it on a level playing field. This means a situation that is fair because everyone has the same chance of success or of succeeding. Let's look at a sentence. Small businesses want to compete on a level playing field with larger ones. Yes. You all work somewhere. You all are also part of some company and some institution, but greater than and less than roles play a lot in our life. The chance of equality is less if you don't ask for it, if you don't voice your opinion. So, in many places, people are greedy for position and also for money. So, when you're on a level playing field, there is no thought of superiority, no complex, no hierarchy. The next one is collaborative evaluation. Oh, that is a systematic assessment process where everybody partakes in a system. Anybody who is part of a team, the stakeholders, and the employees, the employers, get to see what is happening within the system because they are also part of the step by step process, progress. It's a collaborative approach where you have teamwork. It's not that only the stakeholders get a chance to assess and analyze, it's a matter of trust. Now, a note of love from my side. I've exclusively created these one-to-one training session and this has been operating since 2021 where you as a learner and I as a mentor, we both are participants in the training sessions. You get personalized attention. These sessions are customized and you get every possibility of learning from me because you are under my mentorship, my guidance. You will be given lot of opportunities to speak. I'll be correcting you. We'll be learning together. And I offer three types of sessions. If at all you need more help, if you are not able to work on your own, or if you get stuck somewhere in the process of learning, you can always join these sessions because you need guidance for some time. And I always share, I try sharing the things that I have got from my mentors, my professors, and my teachers. Remember, learning is a never ending process, but when we learn together with the right guidelines and when you learn in the right direction, it becomes a lot more easier in this world of many opportunities, options. You just have to drop an email at renewlineage1528 at gmail.com and I will give you the response. I hope you liked the video. It's more about managing yourself. I know that you have a lot of content here on YouTube focusing on interview skills. Even I have done a couple of them, but here it's more about the context, how you manage yourself. Everybody is not here begging and pleading for the job, but still it happens sometimes. You may feel desperate after the interview. You may feel utterly disappointed after the interview, but this is going to help you with that. Happy learning.